What needs to be done to make the internet a more secure place for everyone? The answer to this question is not just important for every company, it soon might be essential, because theft of private data can lead to significant monetary penalties. So, what needs to be done? To this effect, we have to talk to Xentero. My name is Ralf Czepanski. Welcome to the Business Debate. Gerold Arheilger, sometimes you demonstrate to your customers how easy it is to breach their firewalls. How do they react?
If you take a look at the particular big enterprises, they're probably not astonished that it works, that we can get through the firewall, but sometimes they are surprised how fast we are, or how easy it is to, get through the firewall, even bypass the firewall without leaving any traces, and potentially then would be able to harm or steal confidential data.
Following the new GDPR regulations, theft of private data can be an expensive and essential problem for corporations. Do they still underestimate what's going on?
I think particularly for the global enterprises, the big enterprises, they are aware of this problem. They have legal departments that take care for the legal issues. They have technical departments that take care for security. But if you look at mid-sized companies, smaller companies, they don't have the means, so personnel capabilities, to really address some of the most intriguing issues of the GDPR regulations. So particularly for the small ones, it might be advisable to work together with a consultancy to help them look at the GDPR details and how they could at least protect their data to the maximum effort to avoid any penalties.
And from your point of view, what needs to be done?
Well, what we suggest to our customers, at least have an analysis of their infrastructure, making sure to understand where might be open doors and how critical these doors might be. So we can have a look at the infrastructure as well as the server and application infrastructures to make sure that we understand, are there any open doors and how can we close those open doors, and how do we implement a policy that avoids that doors get reopened. And then we need to have someone who, again, tries to get into the infrastructure, testing whether the open door is now closed and verifying that there's no other open door left open. And so we also advise our customers not to work just with one consultancy doing the investigation and the suggestion how to close the doors, but also to work with another independent consultancy to check finally whether all the previous open doors are closed and that we don't miss any other open doors.
And why do you think many corporations do have an in-house expertise problem?
Because we're facing the same problem. We're sitting in the same boat. We're challenged with the fact that there's not enough skilled IP security personnel out there on the market. So what we've done years ago already, we employed a program to hire university students and educate them on these particular trades. This is certainly a way that big corporations can also go, because they have the capabilities, they have the people and resources. But it's more and more a challenge for mid-sized and smaller companies because they're not so visible, they don't attract those kind of peoples, and they don't have the skills or the resources to be able to run their own education programs. So certainly we can also help those companies to develop a plan how to educate people, get them to a certain knowledge level. We can also advise them on how to create this kind of plans.
And is it necessary to have a long-term and a permanent strategy for that, for your education?
I think basically you have to set up a strategy how you want to cope with your security issues in the future. And it's not only about technology, it's, as you said, also a matter about personnel. Best tools and technology doesn't work if you don't have educated personnel that knows how to use it and employ it to the best use of the company. So security in enterprises is an ongoing process. It's not just a final or a discrete step that you have to do. It is a continuous effort.
Some experts say damages through cybercrime costs will hit $6 trillion annually by 2021. Due to that, how expensive is it to wait?
It could cost your business. I mean, you could lose your whole business. It's probably not so much for big corporations, but even big corporations, as we have seen in the past, had to pay big penalties because they lost data due to theft. So if the big companies can be hurt dramatically, GDPR will also hurt smaller corporations, and it could lead essentially to a situation where you have to pay a penalty that would kill your business. So it's always good at least to have someone take care for it, making suggestions how to close gaps, how to work on a policy, and it's not so expensive.
Gerold Arheilger, thank you very much. Thanks for joining us, and join us next time at The Business Debate.